Welcome back, and really well done making it this far. Now we've done some really important setup in our ad set already. I want you to remember that setting up your first ad and installing all of the important features such as setting up your ad account and getting the meta pixel and everything, it can feel complicated and it can feel really bothersome and time consuming, but once all of this is up, that's it really. When we set up our first ad and ad sets, to continue keep going and using this strategy is going to be super easy. So if you feel like this is a really difficult and time-consuming process, rest assured it will only get easier once we've set up our very first ad, which is why I recommend that you do this with me step by step so we can go through it together. Okay, so we've set up our ad set name. This is the winners, optimized for website. We just installed our pixel and we are going to optimize for purchase event. Now remember, what you're asking Facebook to optimize for, in this case purchase, that is what they're going to focus on. Their algorithm is really smart. They know what kind of people that is going to want to purchase your product. The more ads you run, the smarter it gets. But if you optimize for something else, it's literally going to optimize for that. If you would choose add to cart, you're going to get a bunch of add to carts, but no purchases. So those are old school tactics. They don't work anymore. Properly utilize Facebook's algorithm. If you want purchases, optimize for purchases and allow the pixel to learn that from the very beginning. Now, don't be afraid of this if it says your pixel isn't ready, because it's going to register on your first purchase. If you click on view pixel here and scroll down, it's going to say, make sure your pixel code was added correctly by sending blah, blah, blah. If the status is shown as active, your code has been installed correctly. It is active. It is installed correctly. So we don't need to stress about it. Now, the next option we have is the dynamic creative. This is something we're going to go much deeper into. This is going to be our main feature for testing all of the different ad creatives later on. For this winner set, we're not going to use it, so I'm not going to go through it in this lecture, but we are going to come back to it. I'm going to go through exactly what it is, why we need it, and how to use it in the best way, and why we use it. And for this winner's ad set, we're going to let it go. Scrolling down, we have optimization and delivery. Now, optimization and delivery just a few weeks ago was actually at the bottom down here. So if this isn't the option that shows up for you, there's something else ahead, just scroll down to optimization and delivery so we can set it up together. Again, they change the placement of these all the time. Now, remember what I told you, that when we were in the campaign and we optimized for sales, this isn't very important. Well, the reason this isn't very important, which one we choose, is because here at optimization for ad delivery, this is where we decide what we want the ad and the algorithm to focus on. That's very interesting. So if I click down here, and by the way, there might be an edit button for you up here. So just click edit. That's a little different on different screens. If I click down here, you can see that we can optimize for landing page views, and we can also optimize for link clicks. The interesting thing is, if I would choose link clicks in here, then this entire ad would be optimized for only the people interested in link clicks. So that would basically be an old school traffic objective. So even though the objective that we have chosen here, the campaign objective, is sales, if we choose link clicks, it's going to be a traffic ad. So this is once again why these aren't super important. By default, we always go with sales, but this is really where the magic happens, where we tell the ad what we want them to optimize for. Now, once again, what we tell the ad to optimize for is what it's going to be targeting towards and what it's going to be learning about. So while the old school sort of strategies is start off by letting the pixel and the algorithm learn about your audience through link clicks, and then let it learn through add to carts, and then optimize for purchases, that doesn't work anymore. The algorithm is too smart and it's a roundabout way. Rather, go off with conversions right away. We've already decided what a conversion is. A conversion is a purchase, okay? So we want the Facebook ads, the algorithm, the pixel, everything to optimize towards our website, towards an audience that's interested in our product and wants to purchase the product. That is going to be very important. If you optimize for anything else, you're going to get a different results. Now, scrolling down, we also have cost per result, but again, that is going to be if you choose something else. Now, if I would go with landing page views, for example, or impressions or daily unique reach, then we could start deciding how much are we willing to pay for one. This is a lot more advanced. This is how Facebook ads used to be. We don't need to do it this difficult anymore. The algorithm is a lot smarter than we are, even the best advertisers. Again, trillions of data points on billions of people. Whatever we assume and whatever data we have is going to be limited compared to Facebook's data. And remember, if Facebook succeeds, that means you can spend more money on Facebook, and that means Facebook earns more money. So this is a win-win. They want you to succeed. So we're going to keep them on conversions, and we're not going to touch this. There's nothing to touch. And then if we click on show more options, we have the attribution, meaning what do we want to attribute to an actual sale? Well, the default is 7 days after clicking or 1 day after viewing. This is the gold standard in the advertising world, so we're not going to touch this. This is just a great option. So basically, if someone clicks on our ad and then purchases it 6 days later, that is going to count as a conversion. If it's 8 days later, that's not going to count as a conversion. So this is sort of what you want to attribute to actually being a conversion. And when will you be charged? We're going to be charged by impressions, meaning how many times the ad is shown, not to unique people, but just how many times the ad is shown. And again, if you choose something else here, you could be charged by link clicks, you could be charged by unique views, etc. But when it comes to conversions, you are going to by default be charged by impressions, and there's nothing we need to touch here because this is the default and this works. Scrolling down further, we have budget and schedule. Again, you can set a specific budget for all of your ad sets, but what we have done is that we have in the campaign level, we have set our daily budget in here because that is going to allow Facebook to spread out this sum on all of the different ad sets that work. And this is what's going to allow you to scale, not only scale your winners, but also scale your tests. Because if you are doing different tests and they're not working out, Facebook won't be putting money there. They're just going to be putting money in the winners. And then you know that your winners are the best ad sets, and then your tests have failed. If you have a test that's better or compared to your winners, well, then you're profitable and you have a winner. So this is by far the easiest, most time-saving, and most effective way of regulating your budget for your Facebook ads. So when we go back here, there's literally nothing we need to do on budget and schedule. We're not going to set a schedule either. This is just going to start when we release it by default. So we don't need to set an end date. There are more options. We can set an ad spend limit just like before for the specific ad set, but we're not going to regulate that once again for the same reasons as we spoke about earlier on. Scrolling down, this is a pretty big one. This is going to be the audience. This used to be huge, but again, we need to go through this so you properly understand how to target your audience in the best possible way. So that is going to be the next lecture, and I'll see you there.